I'm here in the town of Mywaddy, or Myawaddy in Myanmar. It's right on the border with Thailand. Right across the border from here is the town of Myawaddy in Thailand. And I'm finding that Myawaddy is full of surprises. I mean, border towns are always quite interesting to me. I like them more than other places, I think. There's always so much going on. And I was out walking around today, just exploring in some of the back streets, and I came across this pagoda that I'd never heard of before. And I think it's called Kyot something like that. I really don't know the name of it. I think it's quite famous, though. It looks to be the most well-funded of all the pagodas that I've seen in this town. And in fact, there are a lot more pagodas here than I expected. Anyway, I fired up my GoPro largely because this pagoda has a tower. And I've climbed up into the tower, and it's given me a beautiful view of the area and of the pagoda itself. So I just thought I'd show you what it looks like from up here. So that over there is the main stupa, the main building of the pagoda and the monastery. I think there's quite a large monastery settlement over in that direction. Someone downtown did mention a pagoda like this to me. He said that it had a tower, and he said that some backpackers will come here and stay in the monastery. So I guess it's possible to get a room here, but I wouldn't have a clue how to go about doing that. And from up here, you get a beautiful view of the countryside. You can see some of it over there in the distance. A bit of a hazy day, but I hope you can still make out some of it. Some hills in the background, and then some of the countryside around Myawaddy. So I don't think this town comes up a lot when people talk about places to visit in Myanmar, you know, after the main places of Mandalay, Yangon, and Bagan. You know, you don't hear a lot about other towns like Maine, where I spent some time. And I could easily, spend a few weeks here in Myawaddy. It'd be very interesting. And up here on the tower, they have a rattan drum of some kind. See what it sounds like. It does seem to be quite a well-funded pagoda. The main building here is in very good condition, and all of the statues around the outside are in equally good condition. Everything is very clean and new and nicely painted. And the main walkway up into the pagoda is down here, this series of towers that you see there in that building. And inside the building there are a lot of stalls where you can buy souvenirs. And from up here, I've been able to spot this large Buddha statue. It's a standing Buddha. I don't know if you can make it out in the video or not, but it's not completed yet. It has just a structure and then a kind of a scaffolding all around it. And I've glimpsed it from time to time, and I've never been able to find it when I was out walking around. So today I might try and work my way out of this pagoda monastery complex and then see if I can walk in that direction and see if I can track down that standing Buddha. So that's my next goal for today. And this is some of the displays down at the bottom of the tower around the pagoda. As you can see, it's very well taken care of. Everything is freshly painted and maintained, with all the paintings along the bottom look quite nice. the statues as well. And there's the entrance into the pagoda, and then the main pagoda over there. I'm just leaving it now, heading back into the city, and I'm going to try to track down that giant standing Buddha that's under construction. I'm not quite sure the direction to it, but let's go see if we can find it. Well, I'm kind of zeroing in on my Buddha statue. I see it off to my left here, but I'm not quite sure how to get to it. And that monastery and the tower is up on a bit of a hill. And that's why the tower is not that high, but it gives you a nice view just because it's sitting, the whole complex is sitting up on top of a ridge up there. Well, I think I've come to the place where they're building this large standing Buddha. I'm not sure though, it still seems to be hidden around the corner. Just found this gateway here, an entrance, and there's quite a large standing Buddha here already. So I'm thinking that the new one under construction, I could have sworn it was right here. I saw it right around the corner. Ah, there it is over there. I just spotted the top of it just over there. It's crazy, I don't know how such a big thing is so difficult to find. I've been walking around this whole area, and it's so huge, and yet it always seems to be hidden by something. Ah, there it is over there. It's kind of funny. I came walking up this road here, and I was standing right beside it, but I guess I was so close to it, it was hidden by these trees right at the side. And finally, I found it. There it is. Like I said, for such a huge statue, it was not easy to find. From every angle, it seems to be hidden by something. But I found this open parking area, and there's a lot of buses parked over here. Some kind of tour buses. Another one here. And there's the giant Buddha under construction. Wonder how long they've been building it. Makes me think a little bit of the reclining Buddhas at Mudon. Probably take them a long time to finish this structure. It's interesting looking at the construction of that Buddha, that everything seems to be done by hand as far as I can tell. They're busy working at the top there, you know, with cement, and the guy at the bottom is busy filling bags with sand, and I guess they're mixing up cement. But it's all being carried up to the top on ropes. Someone up there has to pull it up by hand every single time. With that kind of work process, yeah, it's going to take a long time. There it is behind me. I'm back on the main street outside this pagoda. And I think if I walk this way, I'll end up back at the main street of Myawaddy, and I can turn right up there and head back to downtown, back to the Friendship Bridge. I think that is it for my small adventures today. I didn't actually expect to do anything interesting today, but while I was out walking around, I just came across that pagoda with the tower. So I thought I would break out the GoPro and record a little bit of that. Now I'm back on the main street of Myawaddy, heading towards the Friendship Bridge over to Thailand. Just gonna grab a cold drink, some cold water at a local shop, head back to my hotel room, have a cup of coffee, relax. So that's it, and I'll see you in the next video.